If you're watching this, you're already different. And that difference, it's both your greatest weapon and your most dangerous liability. Because here's what nobody tells high IQ individuals. The real world wasn't designed for you. It was designed to contain you. I'm going to show you something that intelligence agencies teach their operatives, that corporate spies use to infiltrate organizations, and that the most successful introverts leverage to dominate social hierarchies without anyone noticing. But here's the catch, the most critical piece of information, the one technique that separates those who successfully hide in plain sight from those who self-destruct. I'm saving that for the very end, because if I tell you now, you'll think you already know it. You don't. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth. Your intelligence is a spotlight in a world that rewards shadows. Every time you correct someone, every time you solve a problem faster than the group, every time your boredom shows on your face during small talk, you're painting a target on your back. The average person doesn't resent your intelligence because they're insecure. They resent it because you remind them of their limitations. And humans don't eliminate what they admire. They eliminate what threatens them. So here's value bomb number 1. Master the art of strategic incompetence. This isn't about dumbing yourself down. It's about understanding that competence without calibration is career suicide. Watch how master manipulators operate. They never win every argument. They let others take credit for ideas they planted weeks ago. They ask questions they already know the answers to, because questions create allies, while statements create enemies. The goal isn't to be invisible. The goal is to be underestimated. And there's a massive difference. When you're invisible, you have no influence. When you're underestimated, you control the entire room while they think they're in charge. Here's how you do it. In meetings, speak second or third, never first. Let someone else voice the obvious solution, then build on it with a subtle refinement that makes their idea 10 times better. They get the credit, you get the power. In social situations, ask people about themselves using the exact phrasing that makes them feel like the expert. The phrase that works 97% of the time. I've always been curious about that. What made you first get into it? Then shut up and let them talk. They'll walk away thinking you're fascinating when you barely said a word. But wait, it gets deeper. Because blending in isn't just about what you show. It's about what you hide. And this is where most intelligent people fail catastrophically. Value bomb. Number 2. Your internal monologue is leaking. You think you're masking your thoughts, but micro-expressions don't lie. When someone says something objectively wrong and you suppress the urge to correct them, your face still moves. The slight tightening around your eyes, the micro downturn of your lip, the half-second delay before you smile. People can't consciously identify these signals, but their subconscious registers you as a threat. This is why you feel exhausted after social interactions. You're not just managing what you say, you're fighting your own biology. The solution? Preemptive emotional scripting. Before any social interaction, decide on 3 emotions you're going to project, regardless of what actually happens. Curiosity, mild amusement, genuine appreciation. Here's the trick. You don't fake these emotions. You find real micro moments that genuinely trigger them. Someone tells a boring story about their weekend. Don't fake interest in the story. Find genuine curiosity about why they chose to share it. What need are they fulfilling? That shift from pretending to analyzing transforms the interaction from draining to intellectually stimulating. You're not lying. You're just redirecting your intelligence toward pattern recognition instead of judgment. Now here's where it gets dangerous, because there's a line between blending in and disappearing completely. And once you cross it, there's no coming back. Value bomb number 3, the isolation paradox. The better you get at blending in, the more alone you become, because the mask that protects you from social rejection also prevents genuine connection. You're surrounded by people who like the version of you that doesn't exist. And here's the part that breaks people. You start to forget which version is real. This is the psychological trap that destroys gifted individuals. Not the loneliness of being different, but the deeper loneliness of being accepted for someone you're not. The counterintuitive solution? Selective authenticity. You don't need to be real with everyone. You need to be completely real with 2 or 3 people. Find them deliberately. They're not other geniuses, by the way. That's another mistake intelligent people make. They assume connection requires intellectual equality. Wrong. The people who will anchor you are those who value depth over speed. They don't need to understand everything you think. They need to accept that you think differently and not require you to justify it. Here's how you identify them. Tell them something true that makes you vulnerable, not intellectually impressive, not your accomplishments, your actual fear. The person who responds with curiosity instead of advice. That's your person. The one who tries to fix you or minimize it. Keep blending with them. They're not safe. But here's the twist nobody sees coming. And this is the retention reset moment that changes everything. The real danger isn't losing yourself to the mask. The real danger is becoming so good at strategic social performance that you start to believe excellence doesn't matter. That blending in is the end game. It's not. Blending in is camouflage. Camouflage is what you wear while you position yourself for the strike. Value bomb. Number 4. The invisible architect strategy. The most powerful people in any organization aren't the ones on stage. They're the ones who built the stage. While everyone else is fighting for the spotlight, you're designing the system that determines who gets the light. This is what blending in actually enables. You study the social architecture, the unwritten rules, the power dynamics, the blind spots in every hierarchy, and then you quietly position yourself at the intersection of critical information flows. In practice, become the person who connects people, not networking for status, but creating genuine value by introducing the right people to each other. Within 18 months, you'll be the invisible center of multiple networks. Nobody sees you as a threat because you're not competing for their position, but you're holding the entire web together. And the person holding the web controls the web. Here's the tactical execution. Every week, identify one person in your environment who has a problem and one person who has the solution. Introduce them with specific context about why you thought of them. Don't ask for anything. Don't take credit publicly. Just create value consistently. In 2 years, you'll have built something that looks like luck, but is actually architecture. And now we're approaching the final piece. But first, you need to understand why most intelligent people sabotage themselves at the exact moment of breakthrough. Value bomb number 5, the competence ceiling. There's a point in every intelligent person's career where their ability to blend in becomes their limitation. You've played the game so well that people can't imagine you in the leadership role you've been preparing for. This is the crisis point. Most people panic and overcorrect. They suddenly try to assert dominance, show off their intelligence, remind everyone how smart they actually are, and it destroys everything they've built. The master move? Gradual revelation. You don't reveal your full capability. You reveal it in calibrated doses, always tied to solving a crisis that matters to the group. Here's the pattern. Wait for the moment when the system is actually broken, when the conventional wisdom has failed, when people are genuinely lost. That's when you step forward, not with arrogance, but with the solution that's been obvious to you for months. You frame it as collaborative. You give other people roles in implementing it, but everyone knows who saw it first. Do this 3 times in 18 months, and the entire perception shifts. You're not the quiet one anymore. You're the strategic one, the one who sees around corners, and that's a reputation that opens every door. Now, here's what I promised you at the beginning, the one technique that separates successful integration from psychological destruction. And it's not what you think. The secret isn't learning to blend in better. The secret is accepting that you'll never fully belong and weaponizing that distance instead of mourning it. The masterminds who win don't torture themselves trying to feel normal. They recognize that their detachment is a superpower. You see patterns others can't see precisely because you're not emotionally invested in the tribal dynamics. You make better decisions because you're not clouded by the need for approval. Your loneliness isn't a bug. It's the feature that gives you clarity. So stop trying to feel like everyone else. Start leveraging the fact that you don't. Use your outsider perspective to see the game more clearly. Use your strategic mind to play it more effectively. Use your difference not as something to hide, but as the competitive advantage it actually is. Because here's the final truth. The people who changed the world were never the ones who fit in perfectly. They were the ones who learned to blend in just enough to survive while keeping their edge sharp enough to strike when it mattered.